The iPhone 13 Pro Max is the most expensive iPhone available at Apple.com. But is it worth the extra money? That's what I was wondering when I was looking at the iPhone compare page. What's the difference between Pro and Max? Even better, why not just go with the cheaper iPhone SE? Why is there a $700 difference? Well, I see two main reasons. One, the display. The iPhone Pro Max is just huge compared to the iPhone SE. But not only is it bigger, it's better, with a higher refresh rate. Now, that's nice, but that wouldn't be enough for me. And in general, you might hear that from critics of the iPhone. Is the 13 really that different? What's so new about it? If my iPhone SE second generation broke today, would I just replace it with another iPhone SE? Especially considering that it's so much cheaper than the other iPhones. After playing with this new iPhone 13 Pro Max, I don't know. It would be a tough decision. It's because of the second major difference I see with this phone. The camera. It's awesome. It's the zoom. The 6x optical zoom range is so useful and so much fun. It reminds me of my photojournalism days, where I'd carry around big and bulky lenses. But here, you get the conventional camera equivalent of a 13mm to 77mm lens sizes, but without all the fuss. That's why this iPhone is here. It's not for me, but the reason it was purchased was because of the screen size and the camera. But before we get further into that topic, let's get to the unboxing first. The plastic wrap is gone. Instead, papery tabs hold the box shut. Simply tearing those off reveal the $1,100 iPhone. That sounds like a lot of money, doesn't it? Yet, I remember Circuit City. I was so excited to buy my first digital camera. I went to the store, picked one out, went to the register, and wrote a check for around $1,000. For some unknown reason, the check was denied. While I could have returned with cash, I took that as a sign that I shouldn't be buying such an expensive camera. So, is this iPhone too expensive? Well, it has the usual Apple Posh with their pretentious designed by Apple in California. To which you could say, but Mike, don't you mention New York City on your site and in your code? Yeah, I do, and I probably should stop doing that. The point is similar to my gripe with the SteelSeries Nimbus Plus controller. You can act all upscale, but the pretty words mean less than accessories. All that extra money spent on this iPhone 13 Pro Max, but it didn't include a wall charger. It doesn't matter that I don't need it. The point is that I got one with my cheaper iPhone just last year. And no headphones? I couldn't believe it. An $1,100 iPhone didn't include headphones. Astonishing. A charging cable was included, but it's as if Apple is saying, buy a new Mac, as it uses USB-C. So not only did this iPhone 13 Pro Max not include a wall adapter, a different lightning cable would be needed to use it with the older wall adapters. While the tech specs of the iPhone 13 Pro Max are impressive, what really matters is if the phone is functional. Is it practical? Does it justify a 275% higher price? Personally, while the screen is nice, I don't need a huge phone. I thought the plus-size iPhones were too big. But as you can see here, the Pro Max is even bigger than that. The data transfer was nice though. It was fairly easy to set up the new phone. Although the iPhone is getting confusing, even for a tech guy like me. With the home button gone, I had to relearn how to quit apps or take a screenshot. That's the funny thing about smartphones. Just about everyone has one, but where did you learn to use it? A smartphone is something of an appendage, almost like an arm or a leg. Everyone just kinda stumbles along until they get it right. That's what I was trying to do to figure out the camera. The website said 6x zoom, so I was looking for a 6x button. There are 3 on-screen buttons in the photo app, 0.5, 1x, and 3x. So I'm thinking that means the 6x optical range starts from the 0.5x value up to 3x. While that would be technically true, it wasn't a good feeling. I had to do the math. It made me stop and check. Hey, wait, did they send the wrong one? Is this just the Pro, or is it the Pro Max? It's more than just the confusing naming. There was a lot of frustration around this phone, problems with the settings and talk of sending it back, but there was one moment in particular where I was really impressed with the phone. It's this moment right here on the beach, sometime before sunset, where I saw a bird on the pole. The range of the zoom reminded me of my bulky camera days. It felt good to have the same kind of experience, but without all of the cumbersome photography gear. The iPhone 13 Pro Max went from a wide angle to zoomed in real close. Oh sure, the quality starts to dramatically decrease once digital zooming is pushed to the extreme. But wow, I wasn't expecting this little big phone to do that. Look at how close it can get to that bird. Amazing! Here's another example of a cat that was nearby. It was like Animal Safari with this iPhone. It had me thinking of my photojournalist days once again. Technical specs are nice, but I was looking for something more, something real, something that everyone can relate to. Like cat videos on YouTube. Here's Fluffy again on Photix TV. Look at how close it can get. Perhaps too close. So, if I was buying a new iPhone today, would I splurge for the more expensive phone? Oof, that's a tough one. Everything else about the new iPhone 13 Pro Max isn't enough motivation for me to get one. But the camera? I really like that camera. It's very good. I'd probably choose the non-Max version to save $100, as I don't like big phones. But that's what I like. What do you like? Do you think the new iPhone 13 Pro Max is worth the money? You can leave a comment to let everybody know.